Okay, it is officially morning. Welcome back to another episode of Survivor there, guys. And yeah, like I said, we ended up surviving the horde night underground. Nothing happened. So we are still hunted. So yeah, they can still sense us. Oh, we're undetected now. I wonder if they're gonna end up still being there when we get up there. If they are, we could just take care of them real quick. Because, I mean, they'll be walking now, so they're not really too big of a risk. So we'll go ahead and we'll deal with them, clean them up and stuff. I put that little, block there just because, just in case they did end up deciding to run around and walk in here and stuff, at least then we could end up, you know, they wouldn't just come right down on us. Oh shit. Woo! That was close with the old doggy. I didn't even think about dogs. Yeah, see, they're just, that's where we were chilling at and everything, and like waiting out the horde night and stuff at. So they just like spawned in, ran over here, and they were just pretty much standing there. I think when I was moving around though, it did kind of make them like run around and, you know, because they were coming after me and stuff. Not really too bad. It looks like it's only like 8 zombies. Normally that's like kind of how it goes. They'll spawn in 8 zombies, and then as you kill them, they'll spawn in another zombie and stuff. And it just kind of gets repetitive. Like the first horde, you can normally get through all of them and whatnot. But let's go ahead. We'll loot these bodies, get them carved up out of here, and see how our forge and stuff is going and get our armor made. Okay, it looks like our iron is pretty well depleted there. And doing all that mining last night and finding that iron, we got over a stack of iron going, so that is just lovely. I love that. We'll go ahead and scrap that brass. I'm not going to really focus on any of that. And we got quite a bit of stone, really. And then we got some sand out of all that also. But let's just actually shut this off for right now. Take that iron out. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to start this bad boy up. And we're going to make whatever cement that we can right now. That's alright. And we'll start smelting down the rest of that. And we're going to come over here. What do we got over here? We already got some, but we'll just throw that stuff in there. And I'll just dump the rest of this stuff off. Okay, there. I just decided to get my inventory cleared out all the way. So let's go ahead, now that we got 2 workbenches, which is very cool. Let's go ahead and we're going to get this armor made up because, yeah, I don't want to get my butt kicked no more. We need leather, so that should be okay. We should got, yeah, we got plenty of leather. We got 4 pieces of hide right there if we need it. So we'll make the chest armor. Let's go ahead and make the leg armor there. And then we'll make the boots and the gloves in this one. And yep, we're good to go. Put that stuff back. And now we'll end up having some actual decent armor and stuff. And let's just actually, yeah, that ain't even enough to even worry about. Screw it. Okay, we're gonna go out here and do some wandering around and stuff while that is cooking. I'm not gonna take the mini bike or nothing because we're just gonna pop in every building. We're gonna loot it and stuff. I should have plenty of wood. Yeah. So let's make a couple storage chests just ahead of time. And we're gonna go around, kill some zombies. I'm gonna stop off and probably get some clay so that I have it to do make my iron and my steel like I'm gonna need. Hopefully we level ourselves up to get the steel. But let's go ahead and we'll pop in some of these buildings and see where we left off on looting, because I don't even remember, and things probably could have reset by now too. No, that didn't reset, so probably the rest of this. Oh, got some money, some lead and paper. I'm about ready to just ditch some paper after a minute, but I'm just gonna loot everything and throw it in those storage chests and stuff, and then I'll just go around and pick up the storage chests and stuff as we go. Oh, see, yeah, and we skipped safes and stuff because we didn't have a pickaxe or anything. So, having to think about it, let's just go ahead. Let's just run home. I'm going to fix this and I'm going to come right back. Okay, well, I'm back at the house. I decided just to get another pickaxe going so we could combine it. And then I'll repair this as well. But look at that. Our chest armor's done, so we're gonna at least take that. And we're gonna at least take our boots. And not bad level. I mean, it's gonna do better than what we got. So let's throw that on. And we'll sell those boots, because that's actually decent. We'll repair them. Get just a little bit more out of the cowboy boots there. Why not? But let's go ahead and we'll get back to the base there. Or not to the base, duh. What am I saying? Back to that safe. And we'll get in that safe, see what kind of goodies, and then we'll just keep on looting and stuff, because it does look like some things did like reset and stuff. So like I said, we're gonna, in that last episode, we are gonna relocate to the desert, and I'm gonna start building and showing you guys pretty much my little in-game base that I kind of created on my own and stuff. I kind of like it. A lot of other people probably kind of use it and stuff. A lot of people do castles and everything. This is kind of like a castle in a way setup, but I'm using the advantage of the underground stuff, and I'm going to use the above ground stuff for farming and everything. Alright. Got a bunch of gun parts in there, magnum parts, barrels and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I'm not really worried about too much of that stuff right now. I mean, yeah, I want to get my weapons upgraded and whatnot to make it easier to, you know, kill things and destroy things and stuff. But my main priority is definitely gonna be the crafting and the building, because the sooner that we get this base up, the sooner that we can actually open the doors to do quite a bit. Because what I'm doing actually on my just personal playthrough and stuff that I've been doing quite a bit is like I'm gonna be making my, you know, final end game base, and then I'm also making a couple like outpost bases to where I can end up looting all the cities, taking all that loot to that one base from all those cities, combining it up, condensing it down so I can transfer all that to my main base. And then like we can end up doing all of our selling, decide what we want to do with all the loot and everything at that point at the main base. We do all of our crafting and everything, so when we end up going to do an area, some cities and stuff, we'll just take the food and like gas and stuff with us, drop it off, you know, take what we need, whatever. But that place had some pretty decent loot. So we got gun parts and we got some vitamins. I'm definitely gonna take those vitamins. We'll scrap that faucet for, oh, I guess it gave us iron. Scrap those cans. We'll just scrap that stone axe for right now, and we'll read this stuff. I'm pretty sure we already know it. Oh, shit. I didn't want to scrap that. Oh, well. I guess I gotta read there. Yeah. And we'll go ahead and we'll scrap those pipes. Because, I mean, we can just make them and stuff, I'm pretty sure, right now. If we can't, it's easy to get them. Let's check out this place. Okay, yeah, so totally not everything reset. I don't know why some of that stuff did, and then some didn't. That is kind of weird. I don't know. We were gone for quite a long time. I just figured some things might have reset, but at least we're cleaning up the scraps, getting everything started over again. Found some food. That's cool. Not really finding too much spectacular stuff in what we're doing, but at least we're getting our, you know, we're leveling up and stuff as we're doing this, like our scavenging and everything. You know, finding these schematics and books and stuff is always really helping and everything, so we could get our mining and all that up. We'll scrap that stuff. We don't need it. I'd rather have the cloth. Make some duct tape. I'll have to combine all of our pistols too, thinking about the toilet and the toilet pistol. I'll have to go home, combine everything, and we'll probably have at least almost a level 500 pistol. Yeah, a flashlight, some more pistol parts. Yeah, we'll have a decent pistol if I go ahead and do all that. I'll do that probably tonight. Sort through our inventory and stuff. See what we got. Oh, I want those mechanical parts. That was the whole point. Scrap those real fast. Pick those up. I always want those mechanical parts. Even though after we open up the steel, you can make mechanical parts with like steel and duct tape, I do believe. We'll get rid of those seats too and take that. And we'll pretty much have to make our first storage chest for our first drop off. Let's go outside here, get rid of this stuff. Oh, dumpster. We don't want that crap anyways, we'll just leave it there. Let's go ahead and we'll pop that chest up right there, why not? We can jump up there and access it just like that, and we'll drop this stuff off. We'll combine these wrenches later, but I'm going to use the better one for right now. And I'll keep that coin on us and the iron and stuff on us, because that's easy stuff to end up, you know, accumulating while we're looting and everything. Let's see what we got down here. That's the theater. Our house is just right over there. I don't really know what all we had in this little town. I know I looted most of the, you know, important buildings like these shamways and stuff like that. We can loot this, get some resources. Oil's great because of repair kits. The iron arrows and stuff like that, that's alright. I mean, I'm not really looking to really make too many more iron arrows and stuff, because I'd rather just wait and start making like steel crossbow bolts. Because really I should already make a crossbow. I know I already read the schematic for it. Let's beat this safe. Alright, we have just some paper. That was so worth it. We got Steve down here. Let's go ahead and take care of him. He's being all... Yeah, there you go. Shut up. I don't know if you're got anybody with you or not. And I do believe that's all for over here. And like I said... Oh, Carrot. Whoa, you got pretty close there, lady. Oh, no. No. Have to think about it. I don't even think I got first aid bandages on me, and I don't. So if we get tagged and start bleeding out, I'm kind of screwed. Way to be prepared, since, you know, I've been dying all the time now. I accidentally must have put those in my dump chest back at home when I was getting home and doing everything. Let's run over here and see if I can't find them. No, but I got first aid kit right there. Let's just go ahead and we'll take those because we're burning daylight and I don't want to waste really any more time than what I am right now. We'll throw that in here so while we're here. And let's actually check on, see how the stone's going. Yep, going pretty good. Let's go ahead and get whatever we can. There we go. Hopefully that will be all done by the time we actually get home. Hitting the afternoon, so we ain't got too much time left. Let's go ahead and we'll do this place. See what we left. I'm sure there's probably safes and stuff that we left over here. Got duct tape, wood. Yeah, we got decent stuff out of that. Pretty much I'll take anything right now. Go around here and see what's in this well. See if this actually reset. It would be awesome if it did. There's normally... Oh, that was dumb. There's always good loot in here. Yeah, getting some schematics and stuff. That is great. I need some skill points. Getting a bunch of paper and stuff too, like usual. Got some pretty decent stuff. To scrap that stuff, we're gonna read these schematics. I'm pretty sure that we already unlocked most of this stuff, if not all of it. But reading it makes your skills and stuff go up. Scrap that, scrap that. Don't need that. Don't need none of that. We'll read it. Alright, can we scrap that now? Yep. Alright, now we got some room. And also, we got some gun parts there. Airdrop just came in. Let's make sure we mark that. That should be another thing that we should do too. We should go around and pick up some of these airdrops one of these days. Get some goodies in there. It's a good way to get some gun parts and stuff too. First aid, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and finish looting this. Okay, well, looks like I'm gonna have to go dump this. You get some really good gun parts and stuff out of this place. It's always a good place to end up, you know, looting and stuff, but downside is that you want at least a decent level iron pickaxe because, I mean... beating into all those safes and stuff with a stone axe, it's just not really too time worthy. But if you got time to kill and you want to do that kind of thing, sure. There we go. And I'm making sure that I'm closing my doors and stuff now. Oh, our mailbox reset. Or we never checked it. Yeah, it's just weird. Some stuff respawned, some stuff didn't, but it's okay. We're still getting some pretty good loot, killing time. Why things craft and get done. Let's finish looting this place since we got a nice clean inventory. Okay, we're getting some decent stuff. Go ahead and clean this inventory up some more. We'll use these bandages even though we don't have to. It's just another one of those things, like I said once before, that kind of just help boost your levels and stuff to so you can get your skill points and get yourself boosted a little bit faster. Because using and doing everything is what kind of gives you your experience and your skill points and leveling up and stuff. And that was the other reason why that I didn't want to really take the mini bike around or anything either, because I still got to level up Sexual Tyrannosaurus one more time. And I want to I got to get my agility leveled up a little bit more, so running around doing this, not dependent on the mini bike, helps me be able to do that a little bit more efficiently. Let's go ahead. I'm going to end up getting us some clay now that we did some looting and stuff. That was some pretty good looting. Let's check out the map. Yeah, it looks like that we got some clay, good amount and everything right over there. So let's run over there. We'll bust this shovel out and get as much clay as we can. Pick up some stuff out of that storage chest that we dropped down there. Take that home. We'll put it away, and yeah, we'll just kind of go from there. I'm just playing it by, you know, however it goes. How it goes is how it goes, guys. But I am definitely done with the dying shit. So let's go ahead and we'll dig up a lot of this clay here. I'm going to start out by pretty much marking the boundaries, I guess. It would be easier. Look at that, we ended up leveling up. Heck yeah. And now we're back up to 25 skill points, I do believe, that I just seen right there. So we level up one more time, we'll be able to unlock the steel smithing. I think I'm going to be about ready to be done digging. I pretty much went around all the way on the perimeter of like this area of clay, so I knew where to stop and everything, so I wasn't just digging a bunch of sand and digging a bunch, like a big old hole of just like, you know, nothingness. The goal was to get clay, so that's what I was doing. I got a bunch of other resources and stuff and whatever, a little bit of cotton, snowberries, whatever, that I acquired there. But yeah, we got almost a full stack of clay. So let's go ahead and we'll finish this off real quick since we're so close at a full stack of clay. And we'll go pick up our stuff out of that chest that we put up along on the theater there. And since that chest is full, we're just gonna go ahead, I'll swap that out, and I'll put another chest pretty much right there beside this other one. Oops. Gosh darn it, did it again. Ah, come on. Get with the program, yo. There we go. Haha. I hate it when it looks goofy. And we'll throw this stuff in there. And go check on that forge. I'll keep the rest of that stuff to throw it in here. Let's throw that all in there for right now. Here's this. We'll top the clay off with that. That should be plenty of clay for us right now for what we need to do. Throw the rest of that in there. Looks like we ran out of some fuel, so let's grab our logs. The other reason why I like crafting these logs, because it don't take much to add up. Like, one is almost 3 minutes. So that's why I like using those like that. And we'll go ahead and we'll get some more of those crafting up. And let's just go ahead, we'll pour the rest of the fuel in there. Get that stone smelted down. And I need my axe. because I like to chop down these trees, sustain some life, get some more wood, and make some more of those logs up overnight. So we'll just choppity chop these trees. We got 2 more that's ready to go, almost right over there. I only chop them down when they get this tall, though. I might put some plates up and stuff too to kind of mark out the boundaries for the trees, to kind of, you know, so I don't gotta count and stuff every time I plant these trees. Okay, there we go. We got 4 more trees planted, so that is just lovely. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here, guys, and for the rest of the night, I am just gonna craft some stuff. I'm gonna end up going through the inventory, combine some things, level up that pistol and everything. I'm just gonna end up trying to do as much as I can off air and get things around for tomorrow, and start crafting up, and hopefully, I don't know, maybe after the next horde night, I might start building the in-game base. That should give me plenty of time, because we got 6 more days. Yeah, that should give me enough time to get some more materials and stuff done up and everything, and mined up, and maybe level up some more. Because right now we got 20 skill points right now, and we are just about there, getting miner 69er up all the way. So if I did some more mining and stuff, gathering stone and resources and everything, we should be pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end this episode here, and end up go ahead and get a bunch of things done and combined and stuff. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys tuning in and sticking around and watching all this stuff. It is definitely always appreciated and stuff. It helps me out a lot. So I'll end up catching you guys next time, and I'll see you in the next one. Later. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're causing it wrong.